drivers, and the ones who remind us to keep going when we needed it most. Thank you for your unwavering support and for always being there when we needed you. And to you, my fellow graduates, what a journey it's been. From the first awkward days of freshman year to this moment, dressed in caps and gowns, ready to face the world. Not just in knowledge, but in determination, empathy, and character. We've laughed, we've learned, and we found community in the most unexpected places, such as hallway conversations, shared frustrations over assignments, and quiet moments of encouragement from those around us. As we prepare to leave these halls and step into whatever comes next, let's not forget the lessons that can't be found in textbooks. Let's remember the value of persistence, the power of kindness, and the impact of a mentor's belief in us. To the faculty of Red Bank High School, on behalf of the graduating class, thank you for your guidance, your patience, and your belief in who we can become. And to the class of 2025, congratulations, we made it. Let's continue to dream boldly, live fully, and carry the lessons of this place up with us, no matter where we go. Now, I would like to welcome our class of 2025 valedictorian, Bella Byrne.
Good evening, everyone. Graduates, let's take a moment to go back 1,369 days ago to your first day of high school. Think about how disorienting it felt to walk into a new building with a schedule you barely understood, surrounded by people you didn't just trying to make it through the day without getting lost or sitting in the wrong class. Most of us were nervous and maybe a little overwhelmed. We were uncertain about what the next 4 years were going to bring for us. If you could talk to your freshman self right now, what would you say? Maybe you'd offer advice, share warnings, or perhaps you wouldn't even recognize that person you once were. I know I wouldn't. When I look back on who I was then, I can barely recognize that person. At the time, I never pictured myself standing here on this stage, let alone delivering a speech in front of this many people. It didn't seem like something that I would do. However, things shifted my sophomore year. I received my transcript and saw the words class rank 1. That moment didn't define me, but it awakened something within me. I realized I had an opportunity, and from that point, I was going to earn this moment, not just hope for it. I worked for it, grew into it, and found a confidence I didn't know I had. The truth is, that shift isn't unique to me. Every one of us has experienced some version of that moment. A decision point, a realization, or even a failure that changed the direction we were heading. That's what these years have been about. Not just grades, teams, or clubs, but small personal turning points that added up to something bigger. Now, let's zoom out a little bit. For many of us who have called Red Bank home since elementary school, our journey goes back further than we sometimes realize. We've learned and laughed alongside each other for years. I like to think of it as a game of Jenga. Each block represents a pivotal moment, a choice made, or a lesson learned. What if you hadn't sat next to that person that became your best friend? What if you hadn't tried out for that team, or joined that club that helped shape you who you are today? Each block contributes to the structure we stand on, and today as we place that final piece, graduation, it's worth reflecting on how every part mattered. In addition to celebrating our accomplishments, I feel compelled to address the challenges that often remain unsaid. It hasn't always been smooth. We've all had moments of burnout, stress, and wondering whether any of this really mattered. Balancing school with work, sports, family obligations, and personal challenges was not easy. Often, the hardest parts were invisible. The late nights, the pressure, the breakdowns, and even those moments built something, resilience. Like a Jenga tower under pressure, we didn't always stay perfectly balanced. Sometimes we crumbled, but we rebuilt and we learned how to keep going, and that matters. As we look ahead, we are standing on the brink of something new. Some of us have mapped out what comes next, and some of us haven't. Either way, we don't need all of the answers right now. What matters is that we take the next step, whatever that looks like. Start with something small. Turn your ideas into actions, even if they feel insignificant at first. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Ask yourself, what can I do today that moves me closer to where I want to be? Explore new interests, connect with new people, and invest in your growth. While these past 4 years have given us memories we'll carry forever, high school is just one part of a much bigger story. It's not the whole book, it's just the opening chapter. Your past doesn't define you, it merely serves as the foundation of the person you're becoming. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to say thank you. To the faculty and staff at Red Bank High School, thank you for showing up each day, not just to teach, but to guide, listen, and challenge us. You've shaped our experiences in ways we'll carry with us long after today. And to our families, thank you for your support, your patience, and for believing in us even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. And to my parents, Mom, thank you for showing me what it means to be strong and independent. Dad, thank you for encouraging me to pursue my potential even when I doubted myself. Your influence and example have shaped everything I've done to get here. And I'm profoundly grateful for the unwavering support system that has surrounded me and for those who believe. And lastly, to the 5, thank you for being part of this shared story. Whether we were close friends or just familiar faces in the hallway, we made it through something together, and that matters. As we step into what comes next, I encourage each of you to find someone who inspires you. Whether it's a parent, a mentor, or someone whose story challenges you, and let that inspiration push you. I genuinely believe in what each one of you is capable of, but it's only up to you to pursue it. I wish you all the best on your unique paths. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025. Lastly, please welcome the class of 2025 Salutatorian Lily Mercer.
Good evening, everyone, family, friends, teachers, faculty, honored guests, and the class of 2025. My name is Lily Mercer, and I am incredibly honored to stand here as this year's Salutatorian, although a little nervous. When I look around at all of you, I don't just see graduates, I see memories and moments. I see the first day of high school filled with shared awkward hellos and nervous smiles. I remember the hallways feeling impossibly huge and senior year seeming out of reach. I see freezing mornings and even colder classrooms. I see a crowded cafeteria that never seems to be quiet. I see procrastination leading to late nights filled with homework, with texts like, "Have you done the assignment yet?" and "Have you studied?" I remember the good days when we passed that one test we swore we were going to fail, or when we couldn't wait for a pep rally because we would get out of class, or even the surprising snow days that got us out of school. And I remember the bad days too, the disappointments and the anxiety of just trying to get through that one presentation we had stressed about all week. But there was always someone who related or understood, whether it was a friend, another classmate, or a teacher. And it is crazy how quickly our last came and went. The last time we sat in a specific classroom or walked out of school knowing we wouldn't be back tomorrow, and now the last time we will all be in the same place at the same time. But don't get so caught up on the last when there are so many firsts. We are stepping into a world full of unknowns, but also endless potential, which is both exciting and scary, and that's okay. What matters is that we keep moving forward, so make mistakes, take chances, and fall in love with life. And while saying goodbye is bittersweet, it also means we are prepared to face the future with confidence as the world around us changes. And none of it would have been possible without the endless support and love from our families, the patience and encouragement from the teachers and friends who made every day a little easier. Congratulations, class of 2025, and thank you for all the memories. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you for those words of reflection and wisdom. Now I'd like to ask the school board representative of District 6, Mr. Ben Connor, to please come to the podium to accept our graduating class. Graduates, please stand. Mr. Connor, By the power vested in me by the Superintendent, the Board of Education, and the State of Tennessee, I accept and affirm these students as meeting all the requirements for graduation set forth by the Hamilton County Board of Education and the State of Tennessee. Mr. Connor, it is my privilege and honor to present this class to you.
With the powers granted to me by the State of Tennessee and the Hamilton County Board of Education, it is my privilege and honor to accept this class. I hereby certify these members as duly authorized graduates of Red Bank High School. Congratulations. Please be seated.
At this time, this opportunity to remind the audience of the importance and dignity of the graduation ceremony. We respectfully request that our audience maintain proper decorum so that all of our families and friends can hear the names of their special graduates. Thank you, and we will now present the class of 2025 graduates.
Bella Marika Bird, Lily Wayne Mercer, Jaja Victoria Jabor, JC Wynn, Evan Matthew Abel, Rakan Samir Abu Hijla, Giovanni Alamon Solorio, Micah Amit Allen, Shahad Altay, Roberto Leo Ambers, Angelica Rosario Enchando, Christopher Daniel Arnold, Darlene Marisol Arriaga, Abria Shanice Gerardus Lamasiana Barber, Jack Durant Barclay, Tiaja Lanice Barnett, Calvin Ray Bean,
Anthony Derek Bell, David Jawan Ben Jr., Jocelyn Ivy Latrice Brown, Jatavius Keon Bramble, Demaya Abrielle Bridges, Levi Benjamin Brignac, Ariana Lee Elaine Brooks, Yvette Jakira Shania Brown, Sarah Rose Bryson, Jazarius Carnell Butler, Julian Jeremiah Buffington, Kennedy Gabriela Caballero, Pedra Victoria Caceres Lopez, Sydney Kate Callison, Oslin Lane Carter.
Giovanni Makai Carter. Yadira Chavez Gallegos. Edna Juliana Chavez. Kuzaishiye, I'm going to say that again. Kuzaishe Jokuana. Logan Drake Cintron. Andraden James Collier. Hayden Christopher Cook. Ashaya Jasmine Mikhail Cox. Sierra Jayla Crawford. Thomas Scott Cross. Marquis Lataris Pressure.
If I need to move the camera at all, could you guys, like, I don't know, speak up a little bit? Because, you know, everybody's yelling.
Marquis Jataris Pressure. Kristen Alexandra Cruz. Samuel Gage Dalton. Anaya Leanna Daniel. Rodell Lamar Davis.
Kevin LeBron Davenport. Brady Samuel Dutton. Ashanti Sanai Edens. Brooklyn Michael Irvin. Josiah KJ Featherstone. Gabriel Fernandez Guandalini. Ishmael S.K. Festo. Connor Sebastian Fultz. Francisco Garcia. Trinity Camille Goins. Yoselin Miranda Gomez Gomez. Mildred Gomez Solis.
Alyssa Renee Green.
Maybe you can go get the third camera.
Joshua Braden Lee Gregory.
I don't know, just a suggestion, just a thought.
Hayden Lacey Griffith. Dale Zoe Lipwan Gunday.
Hey, I just got the camera.
Jocelyn Marlon Guzman Rodriguez. Lilia Reed Hammond. Jasmine Rose Hannon. Micah James Hardaway. Latrice Chanel Hart. Evan Riley Hartline. Dulce Hernandez Flores. Isaiah Malik Hester. Carolina Jane Hightower.
Jayla Denise Ho. Noya Celeste Fogel. Bailey Shay Houston. John Joseph Margallo Hughes. Brant Miles Hutchison. Mackenzie Lauren Yapakino. Justin DeMarcus Jackson. Coriana Shanae Johnson. Jeremiah Brandon Matthew Johnson. Kobe Juwan Jones. Wilmer Estuardo Juarez. Aiden Reese Keon. Kira Sky Kirkpatrick. Alyssa Bailey Lavender. Danica Grace Lewis. Jamia Jules Lewis. Daddy Lopez Mendez. Yatzari Lopez Roldan. Frankie Allison Lopez. Julio Lopez.
Cameron Stephen Levin. Sophie Marie Luss. Dennis Ricardo Maldonado. Martin Guadalupe Maldonado. Brandon Casey Martyr. Kaylin Monique Martin. Wendy Jarrelise Martinez Chile. Logan Hayes McGinnis. Dublin Riley McGonigal. Harrington Azaria McKibben. Michael Terrence McKibben. Jack Edward Meister. Aiden Alexander Mills. Keyshawn LaMarcus Mitchell.
Madison Nicole Monfort. Jayshawn Lamar Montgomery. Edward Laster Moore. Cameron Rashawn Moore. Mariah Tanae Moore. Isaac Geronimo Morales. Cordesia Coriana Layton. Gabriella Lorraine Myers. Rikea Raisa Miles. Catherine Nambo. Kevin Gwen. Logan Ward Nyson. Alex Gustavo Nolasco Gomez. Luke Aaron Norris. Braden Asia Michaela O'Donnell. Autumn Chloe Osborne. Douglas Orlando Rosario Trujillo.
Grayson Kincaid Owens. James Robert Owens. Talia Partridge. Kaylee Aaron Patterson. Michael LeBron Payton. Cecily Elizabeth Paz Perez. Emily Grace Pendergrass. Cynthia Eileen Perez Martinez. Soren Sky Perminter. Daniel Gavre Belinga. Christopher Thomas Potts.
Emerson Puak Peckham. Estuardo Fernando Rabanales. Christopher Rodrigo Ramirez Soto.
Cambria Shania Reynolds. Sean Edward Rhodes. Jalen Jabartez Rice. Colton James Ridge. Susanna Nicole Rivera. Zane Florence Roberts.
Joseph Evidan Roblero. Jalissa Marie Rodriguez. Cameron Sanders. Damian Santillian. Jocelyn Yodeth Santizo Perez. Ariana Jakai Scott. Macy Elizabeth Shaver. Iyad Rashid Shpat. Jakaya Elizabeth Simpson. Jakaya. Amy Isabel Solis Sanchez. Riley Lynn Spainhauer. Nicholas James Spoggy. Autumn Nicole Serenity Stewart. Brian Wayne Somerville.
Caden Leon Suttles. Ronald Jermaine Suttles. Layla Denise K. Swaggerty. James Campbell Tixford. Victor Bernard Towns. Liliana Trejo Zavaleta. Marcelo Villatoro Rodas. Mariella Victoria Rodas. Akila Janae Ware. Brooklyn Denise Washington. Hayden Thomas Whistler. Isabel K. Wilkie. Ethan Manuel Zabaleta. Armando Gallegos Maciel. Keyshawn LeBron Hinton. Kashayla Kelly Chumlin.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jojo Jabor, and I am the 2025 class representative for Red Bank High School. When our band director, Miss Kennedy, first joined our high school my sophomore year, she brought with her the notion that we should all strive to be the standard of excellence, which is the title of a group of band method books for those who do not know. At first, I was incredibly intimidated by this. Something I've always carried with my perfectionist self is that there is no such thing as doing your best, that you could have always done more. But over the past few years, I've learned this to not exactly be true. Our time together as a senior class has not been defined by our grades or popularity, but by our relationships. Excellence comes from people confiding in you, the way we make those around us feel. I have known Red Bank High School and its student body and staff to be nothing but excellent, to support each other, to be kind to each other. Freshman year, of course, was a struggle for everyone. In this new place with people we didn't know, it was scary. At the time, I was saddled with grief, and there were students, some of whom I have never spoken to before this point, who came to me and offered me nothing but love and support. I would not be up here today if it were not for the compassion of my fellow classmates. As we begin this new chapter of our lives, feeling like scared freshmen again, we know that excellence does not just come from hard work and sleepless nights, but also making the lives that we touch a little brighter. Thank you to the amazing staff at Red Bank High School who helped to prepare us for this next stage of our lives, and for some of us, made school feel like a second home. Thank you to the amazing staff at Red Bank Thank you to our families for pushing us to greatness and for being our rock. I know you all did not expect this moment to come so soon, even more than we did. And thank you to our friends and classmates. Without each other and our hard work, we would not be crossing this stage tonight. Let tonight be our promise to continue to strive for excellence, wherever we may end up, whether that be college, trade school, the workforce, or the military. Regardless of whatever crazy obstacle life throws at us, like high school, we will rise and conquer together. Once a lion, always a lion. Thank you so much, and go Lions.
Class of 2025. A few moments ago, you stood at the top of these steps, waiting for your name to be called, waiting to cross the stage and accept your diploma. The symbol of your days as a student at Red Bank High School has come to a close. In just a moment, you'll be asked to participate in another rite of passage, turning the tassel, symbolizing once again that you have moved from your days as a high school student to a new chapter in your life. But before we get to the tassel, I want to say a few words. Oh, good Lord. Okay. It's been an honor to serve as your principal these past 4 years. Your families and friends already know what I'm about to say is true, and that you are truly special people. As I sit here now, as you sit here now, I'm standing, you're sitting, diploma in hand, I want you to pause for just a moment and take it all in. You did it. You've crossed the stage, closed this chapter, and stepped into your future. This day didn't happen by accident. It's the result of your hard work, your perseverance, and your growth over these past 4 years. There were early mornings, tough tests, unexpected challenges, and unforgettable moments. Through it all, you showed up, stood tall, and made it to this moment. But this is more than an ending, this is a beginning. The next chapter of your life is unwritten, and you hold the pen. Whatever path you take, college, career, service, or something still unfolding, I hope you lead with purpose, with kindness, and with the confidence that you are prepared. You are forever part of the Red Bank story, and we can't wait to see what you write next. At this time, will the alumni from Red Bank High School, classes 1941 to 1924, please rise. Stand up, former alumni. And now, will the newest alumni of Red Bank High School, the class of 2025, please rise. You are part of something bigger than yourself. You are a part of the alumni of Red Bank High School. You are part of a strong legacy of 80-plus years of academic excellence and pride. You may now turn your tassel to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are proud of you and we love you. Thank you, graduates, families, and guests. Please stand in respect for our newest Red Bank alumni, the class of 2025.